Assalam-o-Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this video, we are going to learn about Ilm-Un-Nahw, or you can say introduction to Ilm-Un-Nahw. Okay, so our previous chapter was introduction to Arabic language, and in that previous topic we have learned about that the whole Arabic language is made up of only three things: ism, fail and harf. After that we learned that Arabic grammar is divided into two subjects, Ilm-Un-Nahw as well as Ilm-Un-Sarf. So in this video we are going to learn about Ilm-Un-Nahw, everything, why we learn Ilm-Un-Nahw, what are the things which we discussed in Ilm-Un-Nahw. So we in the first video we have learned that in Ilm-Un-Nahw we generally discuss with and learn about ism and harf, and in Ilm-Un-Sarf we learn about fail. Okay, so in Ilm-Un-Nahw we learn about ism and harf, but before going to ism topic and harf topic, first we need to know the exact definition of Ilm-Un-Nahw. What is Ilm-Un-Nahw? Ilm-Un-Nahw is a science by which we know the exact i'rab of any word, as well as we also know how to combine words to form sentence or sentences. So let me first clear one thing. I can easily able to pause the video and write all the things here, but why I'm writing it live now? Because as long I take time to write these things, you can easily able to memorize all those things which I have already written. So in the today's class, what we have learned, we are going to learn about Ilm-Un-Nahw, that is introduction to Ilm-Un-Nahw. In introduction to Ilm-Un-Nahw we learn about Nahw, why we need to learn Nahw, and from the previous video we have learned about that in Ilm-Un-Nahw we learned about ism as well as harf. So now here is the definition of Ilm-Un-Nahw. Ilm-Un-Nahw is a science by which we can easily able to understand that on which word which i'rab will come, as well as also we know how to form a sentence by joining some group of by some words, or how to find not only sentence but a lot of sentences. So this is the main theme behind reading the Ilm-Un-Nahw. In Ilm-Un-Nahw generally we learn all these things. Now come on our main topic, that is ism. We know that in Ilm-Un-Nahw we learn about ism and harf. So first we have ism. What is ism? What is ism? So ism is a single word which give at a time. Ism is a single word which give single meaning at a time, and it doesn't have any time or tense. If you know tense, then you don't need to include the time. It doesn't have any tense in it. What does it mean? Ism is a single word which give a single meaning at a time, and in its translation, in its meaning, there is no sign of any time and period. So what does it mean? It means that when we translate ism, so while translating to ism, we don't have to also specify the time that this thing is happening in past, or this meaning is in present, or this meaning in future. For example, when we say kitab, so kitabun means book. So when we say book, then book is only have one meaning, that is book. You don't, kitab have only one meaning, kitab is ism, have one meaning, that is book. So you don't have to give and while telling translating as a book, we don't have to specify that any time or period in it. Like we are not saying that book means a book is in past, a book is in future, or book is in present. So all these things. Okay, so what we have learned about is ism is a single word which give a single meaning at a time, and it doesn't have any time that is past, present, or future in it, in its meaning. Now we also learn about harf, because we also know about harf. So what is harf? Harf is a single word, but it doesn't have its own clear meaning, and it is only, so okay, it doesn't have its own clear meaning, as well as it doesn't have any tense in it, and harf is only used to join words, other words like ism or harf. So what we have learned from the definition of harf and ism: ism is a single word which have a single meaning at a time, and it doesn't have any time or tense in it. And what is harf? Harf is a single word, but it doesn't have its own clear meaning, as well as it doesn't have any tense in it. Harf is only used to join words. And now I am going to give some examples of ism as well as harf, so this will also help you to understand more. So I'm going to give some examples of harf. First, I'm going to give examples of ism. Examples of ism. So we are learning Arabic, so I'm going to give examples right in Arabic, like rajulun. Rajulun means men. Kitabun. Kitabun means book. Qalamun. Qalamun means pen. Okay, enough. 3 examples is enough. And the definition of ism will be understood clearly when we learn about the definition of fi'l also, because then you can easily able to categorize the ism as tense and meaning in tense or meaning not present. Tense is not present in meaning. Rajulun means men. So when we say men, what does it mean? Men doesn't have any tense. When we say men, it's rajulun means have one meaning, that is men, but it doesn't have any time or period in its meaning. What is kitab? When we say what is kitab, kitab means book, and book doesn't have its own, a book doesn't have any time and period in its meaning. Also qalamun. So qalamun also don't have any, qalamun means pen, so qalamun also don't have any time, any tense in its translation. So these all are ism. And for make you understand more clearly about ism harf, I am also going to teach you here the definition of Ilm-Un-Nahw as well as the definition of fi'l also. So this will also help you a lot. Okay, now I am going to give the examples of harf also. So examples of harf. Example first let me write in Arabic. Fi, this is example. Ila, Allah. Enough. Now one sentence. Zaidun is here ism, fi is here harf, and ad-dar is here ism also. We have learned about harf two things. What we have learned about harf? It doesn't have its own clear meaning. Fi means in, ila means till, and ala means up or on. Ala means on. So these have its meaning, but it doesn't give us a clear meaning. And the second thing which what we have learnt about harf is that it's used to join two words. So Zaidun is one word and ad-dar is one word. Here fi is used to join these two words together. Understood about ism and harf. Now I am going to introduce you to the fail also. So this will also why I am introducing you Ilm-Un-Nahw as well as fail here, because this will also help you to understand the translation and definition of ism. Introduction to Ilm-Un-Nahw, or you can say normally Sarf, okay, where we discuss about fail only. Now, what is Ilm-Un-Nahw? Let me first write its translation. Ilm-Un-Nahw is a science by which we make difference fail and also able to write, read and speak Arabic language properly. Okay, so this is the translation of Ilm-Un-Nahw, and in Ilm-Un-Nahw we discuss about fail. So what is fail? Fail is a single word. Fail is a single word which give a single meaning at a time, and it doesn't have any it does have any time tense in it. Okay, you can ask me what is tense. So let me also write tense. Past something happened in past. Okay, what then we have? Okay, present. Okay, so here is the grammatical mistakes and here is the spelling mistakes. So let me solve this as well. Present something happening now. And what is future? Something going to happen. This is tense. So in the translation of fail, we have one of the tense from these three tense in the translation, in the meaning of fail. Let me give you examples. examples of fail in Arabic. Nasara, and we have, okay, let me light. Yazribu. Nasara means someone helped in past. And what meaning of yazribu? Someone is helping now. Okay, if I ask you, currently we are in 2019. So what is 2018? So 2018 is past. What is 2019? 2019 is present. And what will be 2020? That will be future. So what we have seen in the example of fail, we have two examples here, nasara and yazribu. You don't have to confused, and you don't have to work hard understanding nasara yazribu, because you haven't learned it about fail yet. So only you have to focus on the translation. Nasara have a translation of past, and yazribu has a translation of present. So this is what I am trying to teach you, that in ism we don't have a translation of ism. We don't have any time and tense in that translation of ism, but in fail we have tense in its translation, and harf doesn't have its own meaning as well as doesn't have any tense. Harf is only used to join words. Now let me revise once more what we have learned from now, and while revising I am going to also clear this, so because I am going to send you these notes. So what we have learned today, that in today's class we learnt about introduction of Ilm-Un-Nahw as well as Ilm-Un-Sarf. While in introduction to Ilm-Un-Nahw, we learned that in Ilm-Un-Nahw we learned about ism and harf. In definition of Ilm-Un-Nahw, we learned that Ilm-Un-Nahw is a science by which we know the exact i'rab of any word, as well as we also know how to combine words to form any sentence or sentences. Now what is ism? Ism is a single word which give a single meaning at a time, and it doesn't have any tense in its meaning. Then we have what is harf. Harf is a single word which doesn't have its own clear meaning, as well as it doesn't have any time period in its meaning. Harf is only used to join sentences. Now we have examples of ism. Then we have examples of harf. The introduction to Ilm-Un-Sarf. In Ilm-Un-Sarf we learn about fail only, because in Ilm-Un-Sarf only fail is discussed. So in Ilm-Un-Sarf we learn about fail. What is Ilm-Un-Sarf? Ilm-Un-Sarf is a science by which we can make a different fail as well, and also able to read, write and speak Arabic language properly. Generally this is the task of both Ilm-Un-Nahw and Ilm-Un-Sarf, but Ilm-Un-Sarf is also important, and Ilm-Un-Sarf play a very vital role in knowing the Arabic language. But this doesn't mean that Ilm-Un-Sarf doesn't help to, Ilm-Un-Nahw doesn't help you to read, write and speak Arabic language properly. We need to learn both the subjects, and we need to give both importance, because they both are important for us to know the Arabic language. So there is no such categorization of Ilm-Un-Sarf, Ilm-Un-Nahw, Ilm-Un-Sarf based on importance. Both are important, but yes, as a we need, for a definition there are some differences. Okay, now what is tense? Tense in the past, present, future. Okay, so now we have completed our basic fundamentals of Ilm-Un-Nahw, Ilm-Un-Sarf. From the next video we are going to start our main chapter. Okay, so in this video we have learnt about Ilm-Un-Nahw, Ilm-Un-Sarf, Ism, Fail and Harf properly. From the next video we are going to learn about the main chapter and with a full detail and explanation, inshallah. Assalamu-Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.